What if everything you worked for, every dream you chased, was suddenly ripped away? What if, after years of sacrifice, you were left with nothing but $7 in your pocket and a broken dream? That's exactly what happened to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He was supposed to be a professional football player. That was the plan. That was his destiny. But life had a different path in store for him, one that would make him one of the most successful and inspiring figures in the world. And it all started with failure. This is a story about loss, resilience, and the unexpected turns that lead us to our true purpose. Dwayne Johnson was born into a family of wrestlers, but wrestling was never his dream. Football was. As a kid, he had seen his family struggle financially. He made a promise to himself that he would change their future. He said, "I wanted to give my family the life they never had. I wanted to buy my parents a home, make them proud, and never struggle like they did." He worked harder than anyone, earning a full scholarship to the University of Miami. By the time he was 23, he was playing professional football in the Canadian Football League. Everything seemed perfect. Then, in the blink of an eye, it was all gone. Just 2 months into his professional career, he was cut from the team. No warning, no backup plan, just a phone call that ended his dream. He had nothing, no job, no direction, just $7 in his pocket. For the first time in his life, Dwayne Johnson felt like a failure. Depression hit hard. He moved back into his parents' small apartment and spent days lying in bed, feeling worthless. His mother, always his biggest supporter, saw the pain in his eyes. One day, she sat beside him and said, "You can sit here and feel sorry for yourself, or you can get up and fight." That was the moment everything changed. Dwayne had always resisted wrestling. It was his father's career, but it wasn't his dream. Now, with no options left, he had to give it a shot. At first, no one believed in him. He was too big, too different, too football. The wrestling world doubted him, and he struggled to fit in. His first matches were humiliating. He wrestled under the name Rocky Maivia, a tribute to his father and grandfather, but the audience hated it. Most people would have quit, but Dwayne refused to let failure define him. He reinvented himself. He became The Rock and transformed into one of the most charismatic, powerful wrestlers the world had ever seen. Wrestling made him a star, but The Rock wanted more. He wanted to break into Hollywood, but no one took him seriously. Producers laughed at the idea of a wrestler becoming a leading actor. He was told to lose weight, to stop working out so much, to change everything about himself. Instead, he did the opposite. He doubled down on being himself. The charisma, the energy, the larger-than-life personality, it all paid off. After a few small roles, he landed the Scorpion King, and Hollywood never doubted him again. Today, he's one of the highest-paid actors in the world. He went from an unemployed ex-athlete with $7 to his name to a global icon, businessman, and role model. Dwayne Johnson's story is more than just a tale of success. It's a testament to the power of resilience, reinvention, and trusting life's unexpected turns. It's about learning to embrace failure as a necessary part of growth rather than seeing it as a dead end. How many times in life have we believed that one path was meant for us, only to have it taken away? We feel lost. We feel like we failed. But what if that moment of failure is actually a redirection towards something greater? For Dwayne, getting cut from the CFL felt like the worst thing that had ever happened to him. He was angry, depressed, and uncertain about his future. But in hindsight, it was the best thing that ever happened to him because it forced him to find a new path, a path he never would have chosen otherwise. Society teaches us to fear failure. We're told that if we fail, it means we're not good enough. But the truth is, every great success story begins with failure. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple before coming back and revolutionizing the tech industry. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television before becoming a media empire. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. And The Rock? He was cut from his football team, booed out of the wrestling ring, and laughed at in Hollywood. But he kept going. He refused to let failure define him. The world told him no. He turned that no into a challenge. If life isn't going the way you planned right now, maybe it's because there's something even better waiting for you. Think about your own journey. Maybe you faced rejection. Maybe you felt lost. Maybe you failed at something you thought was your destiny. But here's what The Rock's story teaches us. Failure doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you're being prepared for something bigger. Sometimes, losing one dream is the only way to find your true purpose. Success isn't about never falling. It's about how you rise every time you do. So the next time life knocks you down, remember the rock's $7 moment, because maybe, just maybe, this isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing stories, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your failures don't define you. What you do after them does.